from your experience of building FanDuel and taking that from zero $15 domain to $1 billion company, what were the big lessons or the things that you took away that you would share with founders, regardless of whether it's Web3 or whatever business?
If we think about Web3 and compare it with like the automobile revolution, which I think is really an interesting one. So late 1900s, early 20th century, we had these people who tinkered around with this internal combustion engine, and then they put it on, I guess, a cart, and they showed that they could get it to move slowly and dangerously, and sometimes it blew up. It was really a hobbyist industry, and it was an elite that did it because it was very expensive and it was very unreliable. Web3 is like that today. It is full of hobbyists. And I think that's great and we need that. And you have to be a hobbyist. You have to understand then you had to be a mechanic or you had to employ a mechanic to operate one of these newfangled machines. And that's kind of where we're at with Web3, which is people are either mechanics or they employ a mechanic. However, automobiles only ever became a mass market phenomena whenever non-mechanics could happily get into one and get the benefit, which is to go from A to B quickly and relatively safely and smoothly and fast. That is what it turned it from being like a tinkerer's, like a hobbyist activity into something that actually became a mass market phenomena. And I think that's true. What we see with Web3 is we still, a lot of the infrastructure, for example, wallets, does it look almost identical to click a transaction that is sign that I'm here, the transaction where it is drain my wallet, and this is my entire bank account. Why do they look almost the same? Why is it indistinguishable to a normal person? And developers will say, well, if you investigate the code...
That's what they always say, I know.
Investigate the code. Right. Which even, as we've seen, even sophisticated people in Web3 do not do. We are at this very primitive stage. We need to get to, if we genuinely want millions of people to use this technology, we need to be able to provide the benefits without expecting them to be a car mechanic. And that's what we're expecting today. We're said, oh, you have to learn about seed phrases and self-custody and you have to, inspect the code. That's not happening. This is never going to happen. And it's never happened really with any interesting technology. It's gone mainstream. What's happened is technologists have managed to deliver the benefit without expecting the user to really get into the bowels of the system.